Hello, dude and dudettes, and welcome to another iPhone mobile game review, I guess. So this time on the list is Grand Chase Dimensional Chasers. So this game is supposedly going to be the direct sequel to the very old and one of my favorite games to play, Grand Chase. I guess there really isn't much to speak about this game because it's a very basic and simple game, honestly. The game in general really plays out as another game that I used to play a little bit. It was called Fantasy War Tactics R. The only thing that those two games have similarities of is the UI and menu system. They're very similar that I'd mistaken as probably the same developer. Might have had some people, the same developers working on it, I don't know. But besides the UI, the game is very vastly different because Fantasy War Tactics, as the title implies, is a tactics game, and Grand Chase Dimensional Chaser is an action game. This game, as a direct sequel, has new story, new characters. There will be returning characters from the original Grand Chase. The returning members so far is only a few. We have Ryan, Ronan, Laz, Sieghart, Marie, Army, and Rufus. And that is all we have currently. Don't know it's going to be more than this. There should be, considering we're missing quite a lot of them. Like the main characters, Elises, Lar. There's also what's his name, Jin as well. So many other different characters that we are currently missing. Now this game is quite different compared to the other games of its kind. Mainly the fact how your character stats goes. You don't really level up the characters like other games. You would have to level a character from up to 40 or 60 or something, but instead in this game what you have to do is to enhance them. That is, I guess, the way to level them, but you don't level them. You have to use monster card materials, and they each have a chance depending on the difference in rarity. The higher the rarity, the higher chances, and that gives you a +1 in enhancement. I've not seen a +2 yet. I haven't played through very far, and once you get to a certain enhancement level, you can evolve the character. Aside from that, you also have basic equipment, and generally that's it. Oh, the other thing you could do to level your characters, but it's not a character specific, but instead a party specific, you can upgrade their stats. They each have their own category. They have attackers, healers, tanks, etc. And you just level it accordingly to increase their stats. The game's combat system is probably where this game would flourish. I actually find this a very intuitive action game. You can command your people to move as a group or facing a specific place, or move just singly, and then you activate your skills depending on. You have a pool of resources. The red resource dictates how many skills you can use. It regenerates over time. The blue resource dictates a special resource, and it only goes up each time you use a skill. The special resource allows you to use special skills. Go figure. And the special skills are only for characters that were originally from S rank or above. Or in the other designation is a 4-star card, which isn't that hard. But I don't think 3 stars enhanced to a 4-star card can get the special, because Cindy, the second character from the left, she is a 3-star that was evolved into a 4-star, but she doesn't have a special. Oh well, can't really complain about it. And then the third resource is the center yellow ring. That resource is for you as a commander. When it is full, you can activate a certain spell, whether it be a damage spell, healing, resurrection, or buff. You have a wide plethora of skills that you can use and adjust to yourself, and you can just do it to adjust to the environment. The game is a very action-oriented game. You have to really position your characters really well. Either that, or you construct a team, a very balanced team with a tank, attacker, healer, and mage. Then you can just auto your way to victory. But me, I was like, why auto? Just go all DPS and just go YOLO in. And that's exactly what I did. So I went with 3 mages and an attacker. So the story, nothing much to say about it. It's a story. It's very reminiscent of how Grand Chase was, as well as Elsword as well, to an extension. Why I like the story is because it's simple and it has a light sense of humor, which is not very overbearingly smacking over the story and everything, because there's a lot of comedy games that are heavily invested into comedy and it just gets dull after a while. It certainly does. But this game has a light touch of comedy, and the rest is all pretty alright. Now, I don't know if this game is going to have an actual full English or global release. I can't find any information about it. This game has been released in the Philippines and probably the Japanese market for at least 2 to 3 weeks now. And I can't find any information about an actual EN or global release. There probably will be, but as it currently stands, it doesn't seem to matter too much. If you have access to the Japanese market, which you should, considering if you're a gaming otaku, you should have your ways to access the Japanese iTunes market. And it's very simple to get into. It's all in English. I don't know how the Japanese players are actually going to deal with this. There might be an option to set the language to Japanese, but doesn't matter. I'm just gonna play this. Now, if I have to also criticize one thing, is it just keeps on playing the song Hope over and over and over, and it's only like the first 30 seconds. Like, there were other BGMs in Grand Chase. Can we get those? The story starts off as at the end of the Grand Chase series, which I didn't really know there was an end because I never actually reached the end when I was playing the Grand Chase game. And I don't know if there's anything else to say about this game. It's simple, it's good to play, it has something sensitive. I want to get those Grand Chase characters and probably learn to love these new characters. I don't know if I can actually learn to love these new characters. I mean, they are interesting, definitely. The main protagonist is a dumbass, and his female friend is the more logical one, as do all your stories go. What's very funny about this game is that as far as I know, there's only 2 places. There might be the third one, which is Korea, because this is a Korean game, we'll go figure. But the only other 2 places is Philippines and Japan. My version is Japanese version, and it's in English. I mean, there's Japanese voices, and the news is also in Japanese, but the entire game is in English. I'll just play the Japanese version, it's fine, right? It's more than fine. It's all in English. The only problem is it's going to be trying to top up. You do want to top up, but even that's not a problem at all. You can always buy Japanese item cards. Well, I think that'll be it. Like if you like this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all on the next video. Yeah, it's a really short video. I'm sorry. There's really nothing else I can say about it. The game is very simple, it really is, but it's also fun. If you're a Grand Chase fan, you should definitely play this game. It's better than the Grand Chase M that was made a few years back. That game was absolute shite. I know they tried to revive the game, but it wasn't good. The reason why we like Grand Chase was because it was fun. The problem why it was bad is because it used peer-to-peer connection. So when you play PvP, which was PvP, PvE, whatever, it was a major part of the game. The multiplayer, the entire thing is in peer-to-peer. How the heck are you supposed to play when 2 people starts lagging, especially if the host starts lagging? Once the host starts lagging, then you're basically gonna be having a lot of fun playing in like, I don't know, 10 frames per second or something like that. It's great. And then PvP gets even worse because you start hitting things that you aren't supposed to be hitting, or getting hit by things that you didn't think you get hit by. Most notably, like, I will be at one end of the map and the opponent is at the other end of the map, and he starts hitting me for some reason, and just when he grabs me, I teleport across the map. It was fun. Anyways, I think I dragged on this video long enough. Bye bye. Crap! The video is in 10 minutes. What to do? Shit. Let's talk about some random stuff. What to do? Aha! This thing here. This is a FGO Pocket Watch. Yes! I love Pocket Watch. How do you like Pocket Watch? I love Pocket Watch. Funny story about this Pocket Watch is that I was in Habara, like I think I had like a few thousand yens left to play around with, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to get a pocket watch because, you know, there's a lot of fun stuff to pick up, and I decided to go get a pocket watch. I first inserted 500 yen into the machine. I couldn't get the first watch. It was like very damn close. 500 yen I could play for 6 times, whereas 100 yen is 1 time each, so I put 500 yen. And then I was like, crap, I'm up to my last play. I don't think I can get this last play. So I inserted another 500 yen, right? So then I have a total of 7 plays. And then in 2 or 3 moves, I got my first watch. I'm like, wow, I got a few more tries. And then, once again, I got to my last play. I was like 3 or 4 plays left. My last play, I couldn't get it down. Like, I inserted another 500 yen. Yes, I inserted another 500 yen. But this time it was much better because it did take me 3 to 4 more moves. So I got my second pocket watch within 1,200 yen. That's equivalent to $12 or less. Actually, it's less than $12, about 10,040 some cents. So I got like 3 or 4 tries left. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the last pocket watch. And then at the very last move, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get this last one. Somehow the UFO catcher, the stupid grabby thingy, actually bumped into it and dropped the last one. Very last attempt play. I wish I was recording it, but I couldn't because I was the only one there. My sister and aunt were elsewhere playing. And then I got 3 watches for the price of 1,500 yen. And looking up the prices around online, this is roughly 1,500 yen. This one's Sakura. I have this one is Rider, and this one roughly costs 1,200 yen. These prices are made by fans. They're not really official. I mean, there are some official. I don't know how they really check their prices. And then the third one is a Saber one, which I gave to my sister because she likes Saber. I didn't really care. I just wanted one of these pocket watches. And that one was like 2,000 yen. Ridiculous. For the price of one, literally one, I got 3. I'm so good at this game. Anyways, I bullshitted enough. Goodbye.